What is up, guys? My name is MipZ and welcome back for yet another League of Legends video. So today we're playing a champion that I've personally looked a bit forward to. It's a champion that I think is amazing for new players in the jungle. He's super fun and he can teach you a lot about how to actually play jungle. Anyway, today we are, of course, playing the one and only I don't know if you could call him Master of Shadows, but I will. We are playing Nocturne. And Nocturne is an absolutely amazing and super fun champion to play. First of all, we'll just start out red buff. I'll explain later why we're doing so. But Nocturne is, in my opinion, just such a fun champion. Throughout this video, the agenda will basically be, first we'll talk a little bit about who this champion is for and why. Then we'll talk a little bit about how the abilities work, every single detail of it, such that you guys know specifically like how everything works together and why you want to combine your spells in a certain way. Then we'll talk about the the combos basically, and then go into the early, mid, and late game strategies on this champion. So yeah, let's just get started with it. So first of all, we'll talk about who this champion is for. And personally, like if I had a friend just starting out with League being like, yo dude, I really want to play jungle, I've looked at this guy Nocturne and he seems pretty fun, should I go for it? I would be like, yeah dude, go for it. This champion is really fun. He can teach you a lot, and the thing is that he's super forgiving in terms of we should be able to get a free kill here. We should be able to just get this. Nice. The thing is that he can be very, very forgiving to play. And what I mean with this is basically that due to the fact that his ult allows him to jump across, not the map, but jump pretty far, means that even if you're sitting here at the golems and your Riven is in trouble, then you can jump in there fairly easy and help him out if needed. So it's something that you need to stay aware of, that it forgives bad pathing a bit more, while it still kind of teaches you what you need to stay aware of. But yeah, that's basically it. If you're a new player, this is an amazing champion for you. Also, if you're advanced expert player, then he's still really good. The pros still use him as well from time to time. He's a really fun champ to play. Anyway, let's get into the spells and how they actually work. So our very first spell is our passive called Ombre Blades, and Ombre Blades is a really big part of Nocturne, and it's very important that you do know what this thing does. The reason for this is that Ombre Blades gives you a lot of what do you say, sustain. All right, I'm gonna have to smite for this. We should be able to kill her as well. If she does something on me now, then she's dead. 3, 2, 1. I am gonna kill her. Yeah, thank you. I'm a little afraid if that set was gonna go up here, but he didn't, which is nice. So far we're doing pretty well, and it was kind of her to just, yeah, get our blue buff. Okay, so let's talk about our passive spell, Ombre Blade. So Ombre Blades, what this thing can do is, first of all, it goes on a cooldown. It has 14 seconds cooldown, and every time it's up, like now, then Nocturne basically does this I could just say a whirl, like this whirl around, and deals damage to anything close to him, which is super nice. It actually deals 120% of his damage to all targets around him, so it's really good AoE damage. Let's get this, bring that. Would have loved a pair of boots, but we're not gonna get that. We're also gonna get ourselves a scanning ward, and I think we're just gonna go top side again. Okay, but basically Ombre Blade does this AoE every time it's off cooldown. You can see whenever it's ready, your next attack will do this cleave damage. Not only does it do cleave damage and goes on a cooldown, but it also heals you for a good chunk. The reason why this is very important is that if you're dueling somebody and you're basically losing, then from time to time it might be worth just hovering a bit away from them for your Ombre Blades to get ready, turn around and do that hit to get a little bit of healing. It's also very good if you're about to attack somebody. Then wait for your Ombre Blades to be off in order to attack them with good timing. And maybe if you're full HP, then it can be better just hanging back for a second. Or if the... Whoop. Okay. Okay. Nice. I should have got to let this Riven have the kill. I'm gonna go down and clear the ward he just put there. Just so he doesn't have any vision. There we go. And we're gonna go take... Okay, that one's gone. Let's check his jungle. We can scan it real quick here. Okay, so there's nothing. Nothing. All right. So let's just go to our Raptors. We should get level 6 pretty soon. But basically, Ombre Blades, it can also be really good to use it. Like if... Oh, wow. I did not see. I did not see this. I don't think I can get in range. Nope. All right. Didn't see it, bro. I'm sorry. All right. All right. Here, we just want to make sure that we get some of this gold that's otherwise going to die to minions. All right. Anyway, as I was saying, Ombre Blades, it can also be good sometimes. Let's say that you want to go all in on somebody and you have full HP already, and you know the fight's probably not going to take that long. Then it can also be a good thing to reset your Ombre Blades to have just about like one hit for it to get recharged. Because the thing with Ombre Blades is that it has a 14 seconds cooldown, but you can see every time I attack a minion or it doesn't attack, the cooldown is reset by a couple of seconds. So this is honestly absolutely insane, and you want to play around this. Because let's say that you want to go all in and you have full HP, then it might be better for you to reset it or to have it a little bit on cooldown before going in, such that you get the healing effects of it straight away whenever you're going for the all in, such that you get it when you've lost a little bit of HP, if that makes sense. Because if you're full HP, you're not going to gain anything from the heal. But if you take a little chunk of damage or if you fight for just 2 auto attacks and take a little chunk of damage before your Ombre Blades procs, then you're gonna heal a little bit. So that can be a good thing to at least think about. But generally speaking, Ombre Blades, you probably want to have it ready whenever you're gonna go for an engage. So that's what that thing can do. Your next spell is your Duskbringer, and Duskbringer is a pretty simple spell. Whoop, just want to keep an eye on this. Yeah, Duskbringer is a pretty simple spell. What this thing can do is it puts this shadow trail thing on the ground. So both you and the enemy can of course see this one. I'm gonna see if I can get up here and help. Can see this one. When you cast it, it deals a good chunk of damage on the enemy, and it also gives you some attack speed and bonus attack damage while being inside this trail. So this is something that you want to stay aware of. Just gonna sit here. I'm gonna take this gold. I'm not pushing. I'm just letting everything to 1 HP where it's otherwise gonna die. And I'm gonna take that gold. So right here, she's coming back. I'm gonna back out. I want to start looking for a gank down here. We could tower dive this if I was close enough. Sadly, I'm not. So instead, I'm just gonna go get my blue, look for these guys to shove ahead, and look for that gank. And we could also start looking for some counter jungle. We are ahead of their jungler. Let's just push this. Yeah. So you just Duskbringer, basically all it does is it puts this down this trail, makes you run faster, gives you bonus attack damage as well while being inside it. But it also allows you to ignore unit collision, which is super cool, meaning that you can run straight through minions, champions, etc. All right, let's go for this gang in here. Let's see if we can... I don't need my old... Oh, I'm going to go for it anyway. There we go. So far, so good. I'm going to start looking... yeah, we could actually look for this Drake, to be honest. Going to scan for wards. There's nothing. And take it out. But that's basically your Duskbringer. It's super nice and it works very well together with your E. We'll talk about why that is when we've kind of explained the E. So our next ability is our Shroud of Darkness. And Shroud of Darkness is again a very, very, very cool spell. Oh my gosh, she actually stole it from me. I am terrible. Woo, that's a little close. That's actually a little bit close. I'm gonna take this. Yeah, failed. I failed hard. I failed super hard. Okay, so what do they have? I think we're actually just gonna finish that off, start building, and get ourselves a couple control wards. Okay, so this gives us a little bit of time to talk about the next spell. Shroud of Darkness is your W. It's absolutely insane. It's actually the spell that you, generally speaking, want to take as your level 2 spell. Not the one that you want to max as the second spell. You always want to max your Q. You want to take your W before your E when farming camps in the early game. So when you kill your rep buff in the beginning and take your next spell, then taking W is a general approach. Unless you're going for a level 2 gank, that is. And that's what you saw us doing the early game. That's why I took the E. That was for the CC, for the fear. So you want to take your W. The reason for this is that it has a passive effect that's always there that increases Nocturne's attack speed by up to 50% depending on level. So at the first couple of levels, it's like 30%, which is a lot. Additionally, it has this effect, this active side of it, the Shroud of Darkness, your W, which allows you to click it and gives you basically a shield. What this shield does is very similar to Morgana. It just basically absorbs any ability your target might cast on you. It should be a pretty free kill, at least on one of them. Yep, there we go. Gonna shove this. There's a TP coming in, so be careful. I want this fight to stop. They need to get back. Oh, I'm gonna try and go for a fear, which should allow us to kill this guy. There we go. Sweet. Would have been better maybe if they just backed out, but they used the TP. They used just about anything. I'm gonna back now. We're gonna buy. I'm gonna start rotating to top side. But basically your Shroud of Darkness, what this thing then does when the active side is, it has this shield that absorbs any ability, which is super cool. So if a Veigar casts an ult, you can just W, you don't take any damage. It is awesome. It also works on stuns, etc., which is it's a really amazing spell. The even cooler thing about this spell is that whenever it absorbs an ability, then what happens is basically that it doubles the passive effect of Shroud of Darkness. So this means that the 30 to 50% passive attack speed you have from your W, the one you see right now, we have 30%. So if I absorb an ability, somebody casts an ability and I use my W on it, the active side of it, then I get 30% more attack speed for a short duration, which is absolutely ridiculously strong. So you want to make sure that you hit this absorb on the ability. The reason why this is of course slightly harder than on Morgana is that on Nocturne the shield lasts for like 1 second, so it's there for a very, very short time. So you gotta be aware. Like you can see if I pop it, it's, as far as I remember, it's like, yeah, it's there for 1.5 seconds. It was close. So it's something you really got to think about when to use and use it correctly. You can also do a trick with it that I'll tell you guys to ensure that you get it to proc, but it's really dependent what you play against. Well, let's just get this, and we're probably gonna be able to gank that bot lane pretty soon. This is what I'm looking for. Could also, I think we're, you know what? Well, let's push this mid. But that's basically all your W does. It's just a shield, absorbs. If it absorbs, it deals or it gives you double effect of the passive, and of the passive is just this attack speed. All right, so that brings us to one of the most important spells of Nocturne, which is his E, and his E is called Unspeakable Horror, and that's basically what it is. Like this thing, it's fun. It's really, really fun. So what Unspeakable Horror does is fairly simple. It deals a little bit of damage, but also it, after a short amount of time... Oh, you just got tricked, didn't you? Yeah, we absorbed her taunt with her spell. Thing is, I'm going to be a little careful here because there's a little bit longer cooldown for me. I'm going to back out of this. And if she does it again... Oh. Yeah, we got you again. Oh, no. Good ult. Good ult. My bad. I underestimated her, for sure. Alright. She still died, though. She died from the ult from Senna. Good job. I definitely counted on that. It was to give a free kill to the Senna. Of course. Of course. But Unspeakable Horror, all this thing does, it deals a little bit of damage, or a good chunk of damage, and then it fears the target after a short duration. The thing is that the fear works very close to how Morgana's ult works. And what I mean with this is that when you pop this fear, you see it doesn't have that long range, but when you pop it, it has this kind of short duration before it goes off. While this short duration is up, the target can run out of its range. So if we pop it on this one, you'll see this, and if I run out of that range, then it's not going to get feared. Of course, I just was not able to there. But but basically, if the target runs out of it, then he's not going to get feared when that short duration is over. We might be able to... We can actually kill this set. If we can get vision on him, we can probably just jump his face. Alright. I'm not going to chase. How many kills? She's not that fed, though. That was tricky. That did not go anything like I planned. You know, I'll clean this. Make sure this one doesn't get a jump on a turret. All right. The thing with your E, and this is kind of what we talked about earlier, is you always, when you pop your E, your fear, then you want to make sure that you pop your Q so that you get the movement speed such that they cannot run out of your fear range. I'll see if I can show it on the minion if it's actually... I don't know if I can because the minion's running after me. They have same movement speed. They're trolling me. But basically, if they run out of this, you could see this slight cone thing. If they run out of that, then they're not going to get feared. So using your Q as your E is going to ensure that you can sit on top of your target, and also you're going to do more damage since you get the bonus AD. But you're not your damage on your E is not scaling with attack damage. Doesn't really matter too much. Your E deals damage, fears the target. You want to use your Q to gain movement speed such that they won't get out of your fear range. That's all I'm saying with it. All right. So let's start running up here. I think we'll take Raptors then Red. Okay, so next up we have our ult. Our ult is called Paranoia, and Paranoia is the most well-known spell and the most iconic spell for Nocturne. It's the reason why you want to play him. He's awesome. And that's basically this ability that allows him to jump really far. The higher level he gets, or the higher rank he gets this spell, the further he can jump. But this jump basically allows him to jump almost half a map range. And whenever you click your Paranoia the first time, then it just kind of darkens the whole map for the enemy, such that they can't see what's going on except from whatever's really close to them. So you can use this spell also to deny vision. Once you want to jump to a target, then you click again on that target, and Nocturne is going to start flying to that target. He deals a good chunk of damage once he reaches the target. Let's see. I should be able to do this, especially since that guy just used his thing. And actually, I want to make sure that I try to stay in this. Oh, okay. I did think I could. And nope. Set being set for too long. I might be able to do it with my ult here, but I'm still kind of afraid. I don't think I will. I'm not going to take the chance just because he has Thorn Mail. Think it's not going to be possible. So I'm going to shove this. Then I'm going to see if I can help my team because it seems like they are going to get into a fight down here. All right. He's going to go for the set. I'm with him. There we go. Nice. All right. So as you can see, that's basically all. We fly to people, deal a good chunk of damage. As soon as you reaches your target, and this is kind of where we go into talking about the combos, is that you want to make sure you jump to your target. You can use your E as you reach your target to start the fearing process, and then pop your Q such that you get the extra attack damage whenever you attack them, and the movement speed so they can't get away from you. And this is one of the reasons why, as a jungler on Nocturne, you really want to go for the blue smite. You can also go for the or for the blue item. You can also go for the red one for more challenging damage, or for the what's it called, challenging smite thing. But generally speaking, you are going to go for this, for the blue one, for the such that you're able to slow down your targets so they can't get out of your fear. That's basically the reason why you want the blue smite. Anyway, let's clear some of this stuff out. A cool thing, and this is kind of what I mentioned shortly earlier, is with your ult that you can actually pop your W while you're in your ult, such that you can't get stopped on the way. And also the cool thing is that if you do get hit from something on the way, then you can actually, yeah, you can basically have that attack speed as you reaches the target. Yeah, this guy's screwed. See you, Seth. All right. That was an impressive jump. She's gonna get out. I'm just gonna go directly for the okay, they got it. Nice. I'm gonna go for the Drake. I'm gonna pull it out so she can be, they have to commit harder in order to intercept it. I don't have smite for 15 seconds, but we know their jungler is dead. But a cool thing with your ult combined with your shield, your Shroud of Darkness, your W, is that, as I said, you can use this on the way to a target. This basically means that if there is some kind of effect on the ground that you can use to proc your attack speed, then you can take an angle where you let it hit and pop your W on the way, which is honestly a super nice trick. Otherwise, you always want to pop your W on the enemy target, on the champion you're going for, or his teammates, on their most essential spell. So if they have a Leona who has already used her ult, then you of course want to do it on her other stun. So basically, I hope this kind of makes sense. You always want to use your W on the thing that's gonna stop you. I think we're just gonna kill this target, to be honest. I should have popped my W and knew she was gonna snare straight away. Gonna take that slow on him. Yep, it's gonna kill him. That was actually really bad, poorly played by me, but whatever. Okay, so I think we'll go down here. We'll get, oh wait, this might be bad for them. Let's go see if we can all right, backing out. There's no idea in actually going for that. They really want to fight that badly. All right. This is just a team deathmatch like no other. There we go. Okay, let's start talking a little bit about how you actually do want to play Nocturne in the different phases of the game. So in the early game, you of course want to try and go for helping the different lanes. Obviously, you're a jungler, but the way you want to do it is actually that you want to focus on farming to level 6 as fast as possible. The reason for this is that Nocturne really power spikes to level 6. He can gank pre-level 6, but it's a little bit harder. Because you do have to make sure they don't have vision. You have to make sure that you can yeah, basically catch them by surprise. And this is very possible. This is where the Oracle Lens, of course, comes into play. But generally speaking, then at level 6 is where your ganking opportunities really spike up, and you should be able to get a kill more or less on every single ult. It's at least not uncommon. I think we'll go down here. I'm a little afraid of this guy, to be honest. I think I might just rotate all the way around him. I don't want to fight him because I don't think I can 1v1 this guy. Even though he's 3-9, he's set with a Rune King and a Thorn Mail. So I think we'll go up here. We'll just make sure we don't lose the turret. Maybe if he screws up like this, then and we'll surprise him just a little bit. But holy. Yeah, my turn. My turn. That's exactly what I fear. Let's just set in a freaking nutshell. He's an insane champion for sure. Anyway, I was expecting it somewhat, but I still had to waste my flash because I screwed up. So that was poorly played by me. All right, let's back out. I think we're gonna start building. Should we build a Guardian Angel? Either Guardian Angel or Edge of Night. I don't think anybody... Oh, wait. Hello. Oh, that was a nice bait. Good job, Riven. But yeah, in the early game, as we were talking about, you want to kind of just surprise people you are an assassin. Pre-level 6, pretty hard to gank, but use your Oracle Lens to clear vision. Go up behind them. Use your Q for movement speed to catch them, basically. It's fairly simple. You can also, by the way, use your Q to flee away from a target to give yourself movement speed to increase the gap between you and whoever is chasing you. I think we'll buy an Edge of Night just because I feel more like it. So let's get that one. So you can also go ahead and do that. But once you hit level 6, look for ganks, especially focus on the lanes where they have squishy targets. This is usually the bot or the mid lane. Or if they have, of course, a top laner who's pushing a lot, then you can also look for those. Nocturne's level 2 gank is pretty decent if you level your E before your Q. But generally speaking, it can also hurt you quite a bit if you go for that. This is a bad choice. I will go for it. This is a really bad... I knew I shouldn't do this. I don't know why I did it. I just felt like it. I felt it in my bones and I had to go for it. No. But as we come into the mid game, then you kind of just want to look for people rotating between the different lanes, and for especially squishies being overextended. This means that if an ADC comes down here and he pushes all the way to this point, then you can pretty easily ult him, especially if his support is not there. It's just free kill, not much he can do. And this is one of the things that makes Nocturne such a frustrating champion to play against for squishies. So your primary job with Nocturne, and the most important thing, is to keep an eye out for where everybody is. You always want to create situations, and this is what your ult is so good at, and that's why Twisted Fate's ult is also so freaking insane, is that this one allows you basically to always surprise your target or your enemies with an outnumbering situation where you're more people than they are, and you should win. So that's kind of what you want to go for with Nocturne. Create these situations, use your ult for it, even with bad pathing. And when I say pathing, it means which camps you choose and when you choose them, etc. Then you can also always create these situations. And especially as a newer jungler, then I would strongly advise you to just say, okay, I am never gonna attack or go for a kill on somebody or initiate a fight unless I know that we are one more person than they are. It's a very good way of learning jungle, and it's a very good way of just generally learning how to play Nocturne. And of course, as you get a better feeling of when you outscale people, etc., you can do more 1v1s. But pretty easily, you are going to outscale all the squishies fairly fast in a 1v1. Let's just take this real quick. I'm gonna go help over here. He uses his jump. Yep, there we go. Ah, good one set. That flash saved his life from getting feared. All right. Let's try and focus and see if we can wrap this game up. But as you get into the late game, you have a couple of different options. In the late game, you can, if you're very far behind, then it's not a good idea to just jump face into their backline and suicide. And remember, you're not, and your purpose is not to initiate the fight. It's to assassinate the backline. That's what you want to do. You want to assassinate people. You want to catch people off guard. So in the late game, if you're behind, of course, if you know there are situations where you can 1v1 somebody, if they're alone, then shove a lane, go up, push a lane back, and stay somewhere in ult range, and then jump onto them as they rotate up to take care of the lane. So let's see if we can make an example here. So if I shove this lane, I stay somewhat close. If somebody comes and catches that lane, I can jump in their face. So the Evelyn does here. Okay, this is a terrible idea. I'm not gonna do it. We're just gonna jump down here just to help out, use the fear, and create a situation for our team. We know 2 people at top lane, so we're gonna initiate that fight actually. But what I wanted to try and force here was one guy coming up, shove it, and trying to push back the lane, and then we jump in and surprise him. And it's a fairly easy tactic, and it's especially at lower elos, this is so easy to do. It's just go down, push a lane forward to around this point. Yeah, like you push that there and it's gonna push in, and you're just gonna be able to jump in and assassinate them super easy. He's gonna be snared. I'm gonna follow up with a fear here. I'm gonna probably have to back out of this. We might have to flash this guy's snare. I have 2 seconds on my ult. And that's another free kill. All right, let's go shove this. Oh, wait, there's the TP coming in. That's a set. I do not comply with this. All right, let's back out. I'm just gonna back out, run there. I think he has a vision because he's running directly for me, but he's not gonna be able to catch me. Yep, he does. All right, let's get that, get a Guardian Angel. We're now fully items, and we are gonna have fun. But yeah, that's kind of basically what you want to do. If you're having a very bad game, as we're talking about with the late game, then you can also, let's say that you're 0-10, you're doing very terrible. You can't do anything. You can't 1v1 anybody. You can't catch people off guard. You feel useless. Then I think here is one of the learning things for a lot of junglers and a lot of players in general. Then your purpose is not just to dive in and try to kill something. If you can't kill it, there's no purpose just randomly. Oh wow, I should have taken this. Yeah, my bad. This is actually really bad by me. Yeah. Then what you should do. Oh. Oh. No. This is going so bad. Okay, I got Guardian Angel. I might rest. Yeah, I should be fine. Should be fine. Yep. He failed. It was a little close. It was a little close. We'll heal up right here. And this is just our passive healing us up. But if you're doing really bad in the game and you're completely useless, you can't kill anything, then the best thing you can do is try to stay back and help your backline. So this means using your fear on whatever tries to dive them. Maybe use your ult to remove any kind of vision or idea from their team about where your backline is, where the ADC is, etc. And wait for a good opportunity to jump on a target. Don't just jump on a random target. Don't just be like, my target is Varus, let me jump in straight away. If you're behind and you're not able to contribute in the fight by jumping directly on the backline, then wait for a good opportunity. This even goes if you're fed, then sometimes waiting for the right opportunity is worth a lot more. So if they have a Leona support as an example, then it's not a great idea to just jump head in first. Because what's gonna happen is, yes, she's most likely just gonna stun you the crap out of you. You'll never really get to kill their ADC or their mid laner, and you'll just have done nothing. And if you are fed, they're gonna get a big shutdown bonus, and you're gonna probably lose that game. So instead, make sure that you're doing things that make sense. Whoop. Oh, I feel like diving this guy so bad. Yep. See you, dude. See you, dude. Yep. And that's where they screwed up. Oh, this is where I screwed up. Oh, let's see if we can get a fear off. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. That did not work out at all. Go, Riven. But we did kill 2 people. Make one guy use TP. Oh, did he? No, I don't think he... I don't remember. No, it was Riven that TP'd. I don't think Seth did. At least I didn't see it. Okay, but that's basically what you want to do. But in the late game, if you want to attack the back line, then don't always just be grouped with your team. If you know you can assassinate them, then use flanks, because you can still be hit while you're using your ult to the target. And if you know that can happen, and if you know they're going to try to, then make sure that you use your shield. Because your shield is going to deny that, give you the attack speed as you reach your target, and you're going to be able to just completely, if that happens, if you get that proc from your shield when you reach the ADC, he's dead 100%. He's most likely just dead instant ish, which is pretty fun. Okay, so I think that's kind of all of those things. Let's try and see if we can wrap this game up now, and see if we can actually finish everything. I feel like we've been doing, considering the fact that I'm trying to explain things, not really paying too much attention to this, I feel like I've been doing pretty good. I'm gonna die for this, which is not worth it actually, but I should have used my ult in there as Baron was almost dead and then jumped there. Now they just got Baron. How to throw 101. All right. Like, they can still get back in this, but I do think we'll win it. I do think so. I just need to focus up for a second. But yeah, I hope that you guys kind of find all of this somewhat helpful. Like, Nocturne is an amazing champ to play, and he can really teach you a lot about what, like, where you should be. Like, especially as a new jungler, where you're in a jungle or at a camp and you see somebody get a gank, and you can see, oh wait, I should have been there. Then with Nocturne, you can be like, oh shit, I should have been there. I can. I just clicked my ult. So that's gonna help you learn kind of where you should be, and this can translate to other junglers such that you can, yeah, basically just use it, use that learning to stay, what do you say, predictive. All right, so that Elder Drake is super scary. The fact that I have 4 Drakes is super scary, but I think we will win. We got this. If I focus up, then we got this. All right, let's shove this. Okay, they are getting assassinated. I'm a little afraid if they're coming to me, so instead I'm gonna move upwards. I don't want to go through the jungle here because I don't know where they are. I just know there's some... Ooh. Ah, he's dead. The thing is, right now my team is just getting catched just about everywhere. So we're just kind of looking... I'm gonna look for someone to assassinate. There's a lot of people in that jungle. I don't want to go in there. I think we'll go up. We'll push top. I'll see if I can show you this with shoving, and then seeing if we can get somebody to protect that lane. The thing is, if we shove this, I think they're gonna send their set up there, and I don't think I can take this set one-on-one. It's at least oh yep, that's the Elder Drake. The thing with this is right now I can't even contest the Elder Drake because it was only me alive, more or less, so wouldn't have been worth it. So they have 2 people back in base. Evelyn is chasing. I'm just trying to get in range. You see I'm just holding over it, hovering over it, waiting. Okay, he actually managed to kill her. Sweet. Let's go down here. Set is in here by himself. I want him to use his shadow. Okay, there are 3 people in here. They do have the Elder Drake, so they're very, very scary. All right, I'm gonna have to probably instant flash. Yep. We're gonna back out. This is gonna be a really bad push. We have 3 people dead. But damn, people died many times. Okay, maybe we will actually lose this. It happens. Let's see. 30 seconds. Okay, how to do this? This Elder Drake is a real problem. But again, I feel like the Elder Drake might not be the entire reason why we're losing right now. Like, it's super strong, but the issue more is whoop. The issue, in my opinion, is mostly that my team keeps getting caught. Oh, painful. No, we died. Okay, it's GG. It was a fun game. I feel like we did pretty good, considering that I'm explaining at the same time. Of course, with these, as I've said before, these guides are not meant to show you guys absolutely perfect gameplay. If they were, I would not be speaking at the same time, because yeah, it's definitely really hard. And also, I am in no way a pro player. There are a lot of players out there that are a lot better than I am, but I feel like I can present things in a way that hopefully you guys find somewhat easy to understand and entertainable. That's kind of at least the purpose and what I'm going for. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope you learned a thing or two at least about Nocturne, or at least got an idea about why this champion is so much fun. And also, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching my content. I actually really appreciate it. I've seen so many comments on my announcement video yesterday. I'm trying to get back to everybody and all of their comments. All of them are so heartwarming. Honestly, it's so insane seeing just how much you guys support me. So from the very bottom of my heart, thank you guys for watching my stuff, for supporting me, for commenting on my videos, for joining my Discord. I've even seen my Instagram starting to get a lot more followers. It's really means a lot to me that you guys are taking this so seriously and supporting me the way you are. It does mean a lot, and I'm very really looking forward to starting streaming as well. That's going to be amazing to start streaming on Twitch. So yeah, thank you guys so much, and if you haven't already subscribed here on YouTube, then make sure to go and do that. And yeah, that's basically it for this video. And also, yeah, smash that like button if you haven't already and you enjoyed this or learned a thing or two, or just even if you hated it, then give it a thumbs down or thumbs up or whatever floats your boat. Just do something with it. Anyway, that is going to be it for this video. As always, guys, stay awesome, have fun, and take it easy.